Hi, Taurus. Hold on. Hold on. So, is that an orb? Did I just see a freaking orb? Okay, so this is a general message. Sorry, guys. I'm like trying to adjust stuff around. It may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, just check your moon or rising. However, I will say I've noticed that even if the whole message doesn't resonate, there usually is something in there for you. So try listening to the message for as long as you can. And if it just isn't resonating at all, then by all means, check your moon or rising. If you're looking for a love message, just check your Venus. There might be something in regards to love with this message though. So you never know. All right. I know I said that I was going to be pre-shuffling and spreading stuff out, but it just wasn't working. I tried it. It wasn't working. So I got to do what my hands and my guides want me to do. What is the focus of the message for Taurus? Focus of the message for Taurus. Please hold on. This is going to drive me nuts. That is too close. Thank you. Well, a lot of blue. Wow, Taurus. 6, love. 66, healing. So I feel like you guys are seeing synchronistic messages like 666 or just 6 over and over again. It's a transitional blue color, even with the bottom of the deck being relationship change. It's like a transitional blue. So throat and third eye, right? Seeing and knowing, and then speaking on it too. So there's some healing taking place within either self-love or within a relationship. Maybe not even within a relationship, because relationship change comes out. Either way it goes, I feel like you guys are expressing yourself in a way that heals you and your relationships. Yeah, it could be within a current relationship. I feel that. So it could be that there is some healing taking place within a current relationship, within a relationship with yourself even. And it doesn't have to be a romantic one. It can be familial. It can be friendships, work environments. Okay. This is the Amante Oracle deck. It's for the Mother of the Divine Feminine, Mott, the 42 Laws of Mott. I hold purity and high self-esteem. So a lot of you guys might be doing meditation. She's very green, so this could be new to you, or it's just like you're embodying that high vibration of love, especially because love is here with healing. So embodying the vibration of love, which is beautiful because it's the highest vibration of all, and you guys are ruled by Venus. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what messages do we have for Taurus in regards to healing love? Messages for Taurus in regards to healing love, please. Messages for Taurus in regards to healing love, please. Thank you. You're at the bottom of the deck, Taurus. 5 of Wands. So there was clearly some conflict in the past, or somebody was taking a stance in the past, right? King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. This is my card for Taurus, especially because the bull is there. So there could have been some petty arguments in the past, especially because underneath that is the 5 of Swords. Somebody's conversation was real short or just petty altogether. Like there was no substance there. It was just like hurting each other for no reason, causing conflict. And you felt strongly about this, or the person that you were in the relationship with. Again, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but the person that you were in this relationship with, this relationship that you're healing, okay, whichever relationship comes to mind first, that's the one. There was some conflict with this person, probably because the communication sucked, and maybe you felt disrespected, like they didn't see your worth. Yeah, I feel like somebody didn't know your worth, or just didn't see it, or they tried to devalue you, or they tried to make you feel like you weren't as valuable to them as you really are or were. More messages for Taurus, please. Messages for Taurus in regards to healing love, please. Wow. Well, there you are again. King of Pentacles. So that's your card. Or you could be dealing with another earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So with the two cards here together, I feel like you just really had to stand up for yourself and really take care of yourself. Focus all of your attention on yourself, your money, and extensions of yourself. So if you had children, then your children. Because the bottom of the deck is the 7 of Cups, followed by the 10 of Wands. So there was some sort of burden in the past, or there was some sort of confusion in the connection, emotional confusion. I think because they try to devalue you or make you feel like you weren't as valuable to them as you were. And so this was confusing you, and it became a burden, like the emotional trickery, the mind games and playing with your emotions became a burden. Right. And it's like, especially with this card, I hold purity and high self-esteem. It's like, if you can't be real, I can't really mess with it. Again, Pentacles, something real, something you can hold, touch, feel, smell, right? If you can't be real, if it's not like emotions, you don't know what somebody's thinking. This card represents confusion as well as options, but you don't know what somebody's thinking or feeling. So it's not a pentacle. You can't hold it. You can't see it. You can't smell it. They can tell you how they feel and they can try to express it. But if they're not your own feelings, how do you know if it's real, right? So now you're in this place where it's like, you got to show me. Don't just tell me, really show me, because I hold purity. I hold truth. I hold real in high esteem. I do feel like you're reserving judgment for this connection, though. Like if you're trying to heal the connection with somebody, whether it is a romantic love interest, family, friends, whatever, I feel like you're reserving judgment because you're in the healing process. This is the Star card of Aquarius, represents healing energy. Also could be a wish on a star. But I feel like you're just healing yourself, especially because healing is literally here, the focus. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So some of you guys may have dealt with somebody in the past, or somebody that is still in your life right now that likes to come in and out of your life, like here one minute, gone the next. And it's like that time is over because you're healing your heart. It's over. Like that's no longer part of your foundation. You're rebuilding, restructuring how you let people come in and out of your life. More messages for Taurus, please. Again, you need it to be real. Like you can't be a knight approaching a king, right? Unless you're just here to give me a message, because you're in king form. You can't be a knight or a page approaching me with a love offer. I mean, if you want to give me a message, that's fine, but don't try to come and plant yourself. Or you at least know, because you're the king. If somebody presents themselves as a page or a knight, you know that they're not real. It's not pure. They're coming in to just like talk about it, but they're not really going to be about it. It's all part of your healing process. Seeing it, knowing what's real and what's not. More messages for Taurus, please, in regards to healing love. I just heard somebody's really going to have to show you, and that's why you're reserving judgment. Like you want them to show you that they've changed, right? relationship change. They can't just say they've changed and be all sorry and emotional with you. You really want them to show you, like, what, show me, prove to me that you've changed. What's changed? How can you really show me that you've changed? Knight of Swords in the reverse. So maybe some of them are going to try to show you by not coming, because in the past, a Knight of Swords would have come in with communication that's harsh, unthought of even, but it's in the reverse. So they might actually think about their words a little bit before they approach you, especially because you're in king form. That's one way that they'll show you their communication has changed. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. So again, the foundation, because the foundation in the past was not strong enough to withstand, it had to crumble down. You guys had to take it from where it was going and bring it back down to the bottom. And the only way for it to ascend at this point is if there has been a change, is if the foundation is smooth. And again, you're reserving judgment for that. It's like, we're not even at the phase of like smoothing out the foundation. I'm still just trying to see if I want you to build on this foundation with me, because you're unsure. I feel like some of them have communicated, like, yes, their communication has changed, but every once in a while they might slip up and say something that makes you think, oh, you haven't changed. Like, all you think about is sex, that sort of thing. Three of Swords, that one came out second. The swords are actually out of the heart on that one. There is that player energy, that Knight of Wands. Again, their conversation and their way of thinking might have changed, and they may show that, but they also slip up every once in a while and they say something that makes you think you haven't changed. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So somebody who's trying to figure out how they're going to approach, or how they're going to speak to somebody if they approach them. Like, underneath that is the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody has planted seeds and done some work, and they're just like, do I really want somebody coming in messing that up? Like, it's like, again, an assessment stage. It's an assessment phase. Like, do I want to rebuild with this person? What are they going to say when they come to me? Are they going to come in and say something like sexual, or are they going to have a meaningful conversation for me today? Is this going to be a petty conversation, or are we just going to do the hi, bye, how are you thing? In the past, when they were this way, it was like a broken heart, because, or it could have broken your heart, because either they had somebody cheated, like a third party situation, or they just didn't know how to communicate with you, and that broke your heart because you felt like you guys were better. You guys were on a different level, but they just weren't on that level. I feel like they still are not on that level, but they're getting there. And I could very well be wrong. The Queen of Pentacles could still come out. But because you're assessing right now, because you just pulled these swords out of your heart, right? You just pulled these swords out. Sorry, hold on. You just pulled these swords out of your heart. So it's like healing, right? The Star, healing. This card, healing. Which is why it's like, you got to show me something. You can't just tell me something. I need to know for real what is real, because it's the purity, right? The purity is the thing that you're really looking for. 10 of Swords. You're done with petty conversations. You're done with talking about just sex, or just a hi, how are you, goodbye, or somebody even just saying hi, you replying to them and then not hearing from them for days. You're done with that. It doesn't work anymore. Final message for Taurus. That couldn't have been a final message, because we've already said that. We said that cards ago. Final message for Taurus, please. Final message for Taurus, please. Too many. I still feel like some of you guys are going to be confused with this person for a while, because I don't think that they're on the level that you're on, Taurus. Like how you guys have been doing the work of checking all sides of yourselves and really diving deep to discover who you are. I don't think that they're there. I think they're trying to get there, but they're not quite there yet. Thank you. You could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strength. Definitely could be dealing with the Leo. So I feel like some of you guys feel like you have the strength to stick it out with this person. Like, okay, if they're trying to do the healing work, if they're trying to do the work to change, that's acceptable. Like, I don't mind waiting to see what happens with them. Leo is a fellow fixed sign of yours. So I feel like you guys are just like, okay, it's okay. As long as this connection moves along, it's okay. You just want to know where it's going. Like, is this the end of the road, or are they going to make the change? Is this relationship going to come back together? I want to know too. Let's see. What's the final outcome for Taurus and this relationship? Final outcome for Taurus. So, bottom of the deck is your card, the Hierophant, with the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles comes out. This is somebody who is single and stable on their own. So I feel like if they are not showing signs that they are on the same page as you, because you guys literally represent the Hierophant. This is your card in the Tarot. You have traditional ideas because you guys are a fixed sign. Traditional ideas of what you want the relationship to be. I mean, it really, honestly, depending on what your Venus is, it could be something totally different. If your Venus is in Aquarius, then you're not going to have Taurian energy as far as love goes, because Aquarius thinks outside the box. Taurus is like more boxed in. So some people have this idea of marriage in their mind and others won't, depending on what your Venus sign is. But I feel like for the most part, if this person can't get it together, if they can't get on the same page as you, because that's really what this is about. Like, do we share the same ideas? The two keys, the two people. Do we have the same ideas about what we want? If not, then you're happy to be alone because you know that you can sustain on your own. So that would be the final outcome. And I feel like it was the same message over and over and over again. So you already know. You guys are doing the healing work and you know who you are. So that's really all that matters at the end of the day. Okay, Taurus. So I hope that you guys were able to get something out of this message. I wish you guys all the best in love, success, healing even. Respect and your boundaries. You guys deserve it. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. When you guys like, it gets the message across to more Tauruses or people who are trying to look in on Taurus to see what's going on with Taurus. Okay. And then comments, I just like for myself personally. I love reading the comments, even if they're constructive criticism. As long as it's not negative, Nancy, and rude, I can handle constructive criticism, you guys. Okay. So that's it. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Taurus.